actually adjust audio when we get in game because it just doesn't it don't give you no audio. This game's a little weird. Alright, so we're currently level 28. We have been logging in to do our dailies because they only take a couple minutes. Here we go. We have a new message today from Asta. Do you know what a rich mindset is? Not really. Do you do you want to know about a rich mindset? Oh, what's a rich mindset? Good answer. I can get a screenshot of this. I'll blur out your name. You won't get in trouble. Can I recall that message? It's okay, it's not a big deal. I had the misfortune to be invited to a streamed seminar again. The topic of this is Summit Talk. A rich mindset will change your financial views and lift your perspectives on wealth. I had to convince them that this topic is super boring. Who would want to watch that? I'd rather watch Peppy play Hollow Disc. True. Do you mind if I take another screenshot? A-okay. I appreciate all the pom-pom line stickers. They're really good. So you get one of those like every day you log in, seemingly. They've just crafted a ton of them. Yeah. So, let us hit Nameless Honor here. Because there is, of course, there's a battle pass. God, the character writing in this is... Yeah, no, this game having character writing. Genshin, I don't even know if I'd really say that game had character writing for a while. It was pretty stark. The character writing and the amount of writing in this game is absurd. Alright. First things first, we should probably check our dailies. What's the party lineup looking like? Currently it's Natasha, Bronya, the MC, and Serval. We haven't done a lot of roles because we're staying free to play. And basically we got really screwed over by light cones and dupes early on, so we don't have a lot of characters. We like just hit 10, I think. And most of them are free.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Hold on, Arlone has something to say to us. It's been a while. Recently, a videotape was reported to have been stolen, but the elderly researcher from the Department of Insight, who was in charge of it, is a bit stubborn. She insists that the footage contains sensitive material and refuses to let the security department get involved to conduct any investigation. You left a good impression on the old heads of the department and have quite a positive reputation among the elderly here. If you go to investigate, I'm sure the seniors will cooperate. How did I become the go-to guy for the elderly? Nice, I knew I could count on you. The old lady's name is Esther. You can find her in the master control room. I'm busy with this wubble. Bye. Are you being sarcastic? I won't go until you reply. So there's a new mission. She railed my star to a Honkai. Shut up. Alright. I realized that the roguelike mode in this game is equivalent to the Abyss. No. So this game does have an equivalent to the Abyss, as well as a roguelike mode. It does straight up have the Abyss in it. It just also has an amazing roguelike mode that gets better the further into the game you get. The Abyss is actually on Parlor. It's right here.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
So the Forgotten Hall is the first stage. It's 15 set fights, and after you beat it, it unlocks the real battle, the real zone. That is way more difficult, and this is all the end game stuff. This is where all your endgame fights are currently. But no, it just has a really good roguelike mode in it too. Kind of crazy. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go get our real quick daily out of the way. And we're just gonna go smack these. After Genshin, after 11, it wants 2 whole teams from you. Yeah. Alright. We're just gonna smack this a couple times for some free experience before we get going. And you can kind of see what this team does, effectively. Technically, we don't even need Natasha here, actually.
Rules are made to be broken.
Burn it up.
So now everyone's buffed.
Crush them. That's better.
Yeah, it's really nice that you can teleport to every single farming location in the game once you found it. And if you haven't found it yet, it tells you where it is on the map, and you can just run up to it.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Battle start. 4-6.
Rules are made to be broken.
So we just kind of generate a lot of energy very quickly, especially because of Bronya.
Lend me your strength.
And there's 6.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Rules
It's wasting an
are made
ult.
to be broken.
There you go. We'll do the rest of those later. But yeah, that's basically just what we do for points. Let's get 3 of our dailies done. I don't care about doing the daily, Forgotten Hall, or Synthesize. Dang it. Alright, that's fine. We can synthesize something real quick. Let's make some rice. There we go. No. There we go. So, 1 left. Let's see, how close are we to leveling up now? Oh, we leveled up. Alright, let's go get our rewards for Pom Pom, and then we'll get on with the plot. If they don't make Pom Pom playable in the future, by the way, they're buffoons. This isn't like a Paimon situation. Hold on, little guy. Give me my Trailblazer rewards first. Well, at level 30, we're gonna get another character upgrade. I think that might be the last one, actually. Alright, Pom Pom, what's up? Pom Pom can't find the button. Oh, we're looping already. I've already done these. Just pull an Arknights and make him an April Fool's character. Yeah, they could do that. The thing about it being an RPG is you have a lot more freedom to make weird characters. Like, you couldn't make Paimon playable in Genshin due to how the game works. But you can basically do whatever you want in an RPG. Where's the button? One thing we do kind of have a problem is so far is for being a oh, there it is. For being a space sci-fi game, there sure is a lot of you go to a planet and it's all humans. Like, the closest we've seen to an alien is this bunny and the Wubbawoos. We haven't actually found an alien planet yet. Was that not the button that I had to grab? So I do hope they switch it up a bit, because if it just being the normal Mihoyo characters over and like style characters over and over again is like fine, but like you're specifically making a space game. Ah. No, stop that. There's Pompon's button. This doesn't even give us anything. I don't know why I'm doing it. Anyway, here's the button. Okay. This is anime Fox Fuel, but that's about it. Yeah. Like, it's funny that the most like developed characters, like aliens we've seen, are enemy types. and like old gods effectively. Alright, Corridor of Fading Echoes. And we want to go, where is it? Here. It is really funny seeing what happens if you have Seele, by the way, currently, because she basically just breaks every fight in the game in half currently for like story progression. She's entirely overpowered for where you're supposed to be currently. Alright, so the final boss is apparently right up here. Or at least the last zone. Yep. Unknown 38. Lightning, fire, and quantum. Also weak to lightning. Weak to normal. Weak to fire. Yeah, we should probably be fine, I think. Team must include the Trailblazer. No team member can be under level 30. Oh, that's not an issue. Every character we have is at 40 already. Leveling currently is really easy. I'm sure it'll get worse as time goes on.
It's freezing here. The blizzard's so fierce. The power from the Trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
It means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron.
The
heart of
Stellaron.
The eternal freeze.
The cancer of the universe.
What is this?
It's like an insect trapped in amber.
Right?
I bet the Antimatter Legion forces never thought they'd be swallowed up
Wait,
by the eternal
you were
freeze
just
when they
commenting
invaded
on this?
world.
I got to this and realized that this wasn't Genshin and the... No, the main character's really good, actually.
Even in the ice.
He's March 8th.
I'm impressed you can still think up jokes right now.
I don't know, guys. We've been seeing these the entire planet. Like, this ain't new. Team of Void Rangers is scattered along the mountain path. Even the ruthless Antimatter Legion is helpless against the might of the Eternal Freeze. The Void Ranger remains are preserved remarkably well in the ice. Can't help but wonder, perhaps March 7th was right. Either way, you think it's best not to unfreeze them. Fuck these guys, by the way. The normal versions of these guys, fine. The wind ones, they suck. The wind ones are basically, at a lot of points, just, hey, do you have Gepard? Do you not? Well, go fuck yourself.
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
That's a hand. That's a
Does
robot.
it look like the palm of a huge
Yeah,
hand
that's a
to you?
robot hand. Okay. That's different.
If Cocolia threatens us by taking Bronya hostage,
We have to save her. The underworld. No. The entire planet relies on her.
You know, I didn't think... Hope you have Gepardica and bought Donhang. Yeah, basically. Like, there was one we've been, like, required to fight so far. That was in the second world. And that one was overpowered on purpose. But we found another one in a difficult fight. And it's just like... You cannot shield up quick enough with March 7. So you either need to burst it down while having Natasha to heal. Or you're just gonna get fucked eventually. Because it spawns like 6 dudes right afterwards.
no! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Bronya.
Girl, you're insane.
World without poverty, without cold, without
I do find it funny that this character has like a complete almost complete playable animated moveset, including an ult.
Can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat.
I will say, if I have one issue with this game, it's one I don't really care for MiHoYo's form of gacha rates and everything currently, or their character progression. But if I have one real issue with how the game in its current state, there aren't enough characters. Like, there's like 2 healers and 2 shielders in the entire game. They need to get some more characters in here. The game launched with like 20 that weren't that you could actually roll. One was the protagonist and the other was a free character.
First thought always to resist, to cover our ears instead of hearing the call. It is the
Girl, you got indoctrinated.
cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature. So difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve.
Girl, you're insane.
And they will.
Like, for example, right now, so most things you fight in the game are weak to quantum currently. But your only quantum characters either require you to get to Hall level 3 and beat it to get a free one, or just to roll Sele, who's way stronger and walks through the entire game currently.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Zila?
Howdy.
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
Girl, put on some pants.
You wish. We're not going down before you do. Rania! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are 2 things I do know. 1, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing.
Blink.
And 2, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you.
I will say, one knock I have to give this arc. They don't give you a trial period for Sele or Branya at any point while they're with the party.
Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Belobog needs you, Branya.
Zila?
Stop
All of
listening
you.
to her bad gaslighting.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell.
Okay, so are you just gonna summon a big robot? Is that
It's
what's
time
gonna
I
happen?
told you my other reason for bringing you here, Brownie. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between
Girl,
us.
I don't know. I think the choice is pretty easy considering your decision was given to the evil and let all of you let the planet be
Many
wiped
years
out
ago,
for a
the
new
voice of the
future.
Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation.
Also, that's another problem that this planet's plot has. We've met an ex-architect, which was a character that was revealed to be one later. We have not seen the architects at all.
My conviction was once
Like, not
steadfast,
once. We have somehow
unparalleled,
sidestepped the entire government.
until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. A subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation. I have agonized long agonized over how to convey all
that I
this
am
to
a
you.
psycho.
Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, then I would descend into torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Branya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now, choose, my daughter.
I mean, I think the choice is pretty obvious. Like,
Madame Kokoria, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you.
that implies she's gonna kill her.
Conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization.
This is a long cutscene.
Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome, not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin.
It's actually cancer.
We are guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Branya.
But now I'm going to kill you.
Pity. Such a pity.
Yep.
You will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
That's a weird thing to say.
The ground, it's shaking. What's happening?
Big robot?
That sign.
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will
Big
become
robot.
the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new.
Oh, time for this is a
The
bunny
Supreme
cutscene.
Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation.
Girl, your entire ass is just out.
It's
Yeah.
not the architect's ancient machines. Watch out, all of you.
It's very funny to me because there was no implication that giant robots existed on this planet until right now. Like they had some smaller ones, but this is just a full giant mech.
This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
This song's just for you.
What? Why are we fighting guys?
Turn up the volume.
Let's make it quick. Batter up.
Oh, he does take turns. Jesus. Okay, he doesn't do that much damage at least.
We have to stop it.
This battle
Oh,
is unavoidable.
put us in 1x speed.
Lend me your strength.
Let's go.
All right, smack him.
Just a scratch.
Bang.
Turn it up.
This is our chance.
How can we bring a giant like this down?
When we get to it, we'll fight it.
Lend me your strength.
Let's make it quick.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Songs for you.
There we go. Oh, we got one of these.
I'm okay.
Actually, is that the same enemy? Hold on. Let's heal first.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Persistence is timely.
Decaying Shadow. Level 38. Shadow manifested from the Stellaron. Fleeting Gold Slice, Fleeting Punishment. Blinding of... Nope, yeah, this is a new enemy. Deals massive imaginary damage to a single target. Enters the charge state and gains 9 gauge recollection stacks. Casts Liberation of the Golden Age in the next action. Every time this unit is attacked, lose 1 stack of gauge recollection. Slightly reduces damage received from basic attack skills, ultimates, and follow-up attacks. With a small chance to inflict imprisonment on the target attacked by Decaying Shadow.
Let's go.
You'll pay for this.
Okay,
We've entered the storm.
time to go.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Big robot.
Lend me your strength.
Pretty good crowd today. You can fight it or rock with it. Let's rock.
That's better.
Ready to jam.
Are made to be broken. He did stand a chance. Yeah! Himiko. She do got an orbital laser.
Himiko! It's
Yep.
Himiko!
Hello? Can you hear me? Gosh, the signal's terrible.
It's one of the only few kinda just okay 5 stars in the game.
Himiko! You finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Weldon, I've been up on this thing you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing edition on your hands. So, how did that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
Time to beat the final boss to death. Oh, not what I was expecting it to cut to.
I'll cover you.
Grab hold of me.
Yeah, throw him. It is a little goofy to go from a turn-based battle to this. Yeah, here we go.
Behold, the power granted by them.
Boss form? Yep. Jesus.
Listen
Okay,
to the
that's a cool
power
design.
chant. Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Oh, it's a solo fight.
Sailors.
What? All right, we're gonna get some support in a minute. You can tell.
Let's go.
No wonder you need to add the protagonist out here. We're not touching your shield at all. Harbinger of Annihilation. Cocolia, Mother of Deception. After being assimilated by the overflowing fragmentum energy of the Stellaron, the Supreme Guardian transforms into a singer, able to control imaginary energy, and the mouthpiece of its promised new... I wasn't expecting a singer. Soulrend Coldstream, massive ice damage to a single target. Blown Shattering Cold, ice to a single target. Heartless Annihilator Call, summon Lances, Harbinger of Annihilation, locks onto a single enemy. The next action used is Soulrend Coldstream.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Yep, cutscene. Oh no! That's probably a mistake on your part. That's probably a very big mistake on your part. Yep, we're back here again. Is it time for Devil Trigger?
Yes. The universe. But I was fighting Cocolia. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
Patch content over. We're dead. Path space. Find a way to escape this strange space and return to reality.
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal district for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Japard.
You're standing in your desk.
I'm not sure that they're dead. I saw their broken figures lingering in the fragmentum. What happened back there defied all reason. It was madness. Madam Guardian, if this continues...
I know well the consequences, Japard. You may leave.
It's so weird that... Shout out to this arc, by the way. I'm hoping it'll be a bit more balanced in the next one. They sure did introduce male characters in this arc, and they just kind of shoved them off to the side, and most of their screen time is either in side quests, or if you're Japard, a boss fight, and that's it. Sampo at least had a couple appearances in side quests you could get. This is very much like Honkai right now, Impact, in which this has been a girl power story.
You need to come to your senses, Serval.
Come to my senses? What are you...
Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her to rest.
It's really astounding looking at these two character designs and going, these are from, like, Frozen to the End of the World Space Russia.
Why, Cocolia? Why have you grown so cold?
Serval Landau, you were my most cherished friend.
I can see the thing we're going to.
Madam Cocolia, the monsters are surging this way. It's too...
Yeah, Cocolia's outfit is, like, look at this. It's a mess.
Foolish. Weak.
She is the queen of fucking space Russia.
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear.
Hey, I have those.
Feast on their willful ignorance. Absolve them of their stupidity and fear.
I was not expecting this to be this long of a section, by the way. Alright, we got at least one more of these. Maybe two. Look at that PNG of a broken moon in the background, by the way.
Mother, I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld.
Oh, you can see a character out there, actually.
Fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard.
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important
Well, they did do
defense
that.
is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make.
Oh, there's an invisible wall here, by the way. We are
As a
just in
leader,
a hallway.
You must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every Silver Main Guard in the city.
Oh, oops. If you go too far forward, it cuts off the dialogue. Oh, well. Hello, small child?
The city is drowning in tears.
Oh, are you her actual daughter?
The power of the
That died.
preservation is fading. We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all.
This is not what they would have wanted.
A believer.
I met
see.
them.
The fragmentum had been expanding for the past 700 years. There is no faith nor wealth left for our successors. Only despair to see the home we vowed to preserve wither.
It's kind of weird that they're using like a generic child model for this.
Not to mention the haunting whisper of temptation. The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us.
Yeah. And let others do it.
You are but a stranger to us.
Generic child character.
And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours. So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost? Touch the light of the Amber, Trailblazer.
Oh, okay.
See if your will
Time to get an element change, huh?
case.
Hello, Earth Sword. That thing looks really cool. It's time to wield a demon pillar. It's literally colored to look like the protagonist. Here comes the real fight. Oh, it's loading. There we go.
It can't be.
Will of Preservation has made its choice.
This music is so loud.
Of the wait for its final end.
Even if we are doomed to destruction, we will go bravely, walking hand in hand into the darkness.
No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
Yeah, full team's here. Trial version of the main character. What? An ally is currently locked on. Please use your skill. The new skill can taunt enemies and draw attacks from Cocolia.
Keep up. My tempo.
This battle is unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Let's rock.
Time for a shot.
Okay, let's give you some regen going forward.
Nice teamwork.
Oh, that's nothing. MC is a tank. Yep. Magma will is accumulated when you attack. Consume 4 stacks of Magma Will to enhance your basic attack. Jesus.
Pretty good crowd.
Also, they are fire element currently. No, hold on for that.
The time is now. Lend me your strength. Naughty children.
I think it's actually still better to use Serval as our main DPS here.
Nap time.
You will not take away our home.
Scratch.
Fucking what? Engine of Creation is activated. Use it to destroy the Lance of Eternal Freeze. Jesus Christ. An ally's target's action can charge the World Engine of Creation.
Turn up the volume.
I'm okay. You'll pay for this.
Oh, we have our ult.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard.
We've entered the storm.
Alright. Let's get a look at this.
Crush them.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze.
War Flaming Lance.
Flaming lance. Forward.
Blast. Jesus Christ.
That'll take
Ready
more
to
than
lose
enough.
yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
50%.
All better now? Your assistance is timely.
Let's rock.
A brave new world.
Alright, so we can taunt with MC when they get here.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
This song's just for you.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Punch in the head. I probably should have waited until she activated the thing, but whatever, that's fun.
Naughty children, don't listen.
Ready to be crushed.
Yep.
Time for the old world to collapse.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up. My tempo.
This battle is unavoidable.
Hmm. Oh, it hits 2 enemies at once.
Lance ablaze.
Oh, it's enemy.
Flaming lance.
Okay.
Forward.
Say goodbye to those two.
You're in bad shape.
I was kind of expecting like lyrics to kick in at some point, honestly.
Turn up the volume. You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me
Yeah.
your strength.
Ready to lose yourself?
Oh, it counts as an
Fight it
old
or rock
trigger.
with it.
Okay.
My music. Conquer us all.
Punched her to death. Yo. Okay. All right. Here's the real fight.
Engulf the past. Lance at the ready.
1 second. Phase 2 moveset. Light of Genesis does massive imaginary damage to all targets. Genesis Core deals imaginary damage to a single target with a high chance to imprison. The Creation's Prelude enters a charged state. The next action uses Last Choir of Genesis. Yeah, she's a singer, but there's no...
Indestructible.
But there's no lyrics.
The power of the stellar
There they are.
with me.
There they come. There it is. I was gonna say, at some point.
Soon to become ashes.
It waited until she triggered her thing. We just had to go through a phase. Jesus.
Pretty good crowd today.
Hey, it would be funny if I just made that not happen.
Think nothing of it.
It's insane how much the budget shot up the moment we got here. And the budget was already really high.
You're in batch. We've entered the storm. To guard and crush them.
Oh, stop that. Okay.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
There's about to be a lot of damage.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward.
Ah, healer's imprisoned.
Redemption.
Oh, she's gonna do it immediately. Like, they didn't even give us a chance to block it. Also, our healer's in prison.
You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Oh, I should have used that on Natasha, actually. I could have unimprisoned our healer immediately. Jesus Christ!
Time for the main event. Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
Oh, just in time.
Children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
That's fine. Whatever.
Just in time. Just a little something.
I do appreciate that Bronya's skill hard counters phase 2, by the way.
Assistance is time.
Because it removes debuffs.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
That's very appropriate.
Songs just for you.
Turn up the volume.
Punch her.
I'm on guard.
And MC finishes it off. Oh, it's having an issue. There we go. Okay. The real version of it, you're gonna be able to fight later, is gonna be really cool. Without all the pop-ups. Jesus. Goodbye.
It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Oh,
Wow,
God.
that was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it!
I feel like you're underselling that a little
What
bit
are we
near the
gonna
end
do
there.
with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
No. No, it's not. It's gonna take a while to fix all this.
The storm still rages on.
We aren't unfreezing this planet. Are you crazy? People have to play here.
Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Eurilo 6 has a chance to return to life,
Oh.
but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you.
Oh. I can't think of anything funny to say. I'm recovering still. We'll be real.
Start thinking. We're going to need all the humor we can get. At least the biggest hurdle is behind us. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
Yeah, don't cover it up. That's what everyone else did, and that was a mistake.
Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Sila,
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here?
We should just continue to lie to the entire planet.
If we can't trust the Guardians, who?
Moral of the
what
story.
can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The
That's what
visitors
you're
from
gonna
the
tell
other side
everyone.
told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city.
No one can
From here
ever
on
know
out.
the truth.
That's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
I think it kind of sucks. I think you should go back to the drawing board.
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical.
Cocolia would have enjoyed you gaslight
Logic is
girl
proof.
bossing everyone.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Can we include some of the cool stuff we did at least, if you're gonna lie about it?
I'll be sure to make it up to you. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. A hope you will live on in
It's
my
really
life.
funny coming out of that boss fight where they had like
Madness, evil.
all the budget in the world,
Dreams
and now we're just back to a normal
be the
like
one to carry
cutscene
that
delivery.
Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seela. Please, protect this secret with me
That's a proposal.
till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
They're married now.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Seela, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Oh,
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabard and serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine.
uh-oh.
I need to hurry.
That's problem music playing.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards.
Yeah,
I might
we'll
be an underworlder.
we'll go do that.
At
You
least I
hang
don't
out with
stand
your
out
girlfriend.
As much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
Anyway, I saw Cliff off.
You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
He probably doesn't know what happened.
I
either.
grabbed a big sword. It was cool.
This wouldn't be the first time.
It was actually a lance.
Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook?
Yes, I remember when Goetia, King of Humanity, gazed at me for a moment.
Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang.
I'm sorry,
to
I just can't
understand
get
what's
over
going
that one
on.
because that one's just it's just him.
Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
Hey, I just noticed. Why does March 7th have like the top part of like a thigh-high garter like on her leg and then nothing underneath it?
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Tread on a brand new path. The preservation. Winter is leaving. Sorry, I'm looking at this and I'm like, Gepard's there and I'm just like, thinks he's part of the crew. Everwinter and Fate. Open shortcut wheel. So raw damage, good for farming. Boss fights. We're not gonna change it yet, but that's absolutely boss fights. Any difficult content, just hit that. Winter is let's change Belobog, starting with me. Defeat Supreme Guardian Coquelia. Winter is leaving. Whew, that was a lot. No. What do I get? R2. 4,000 credits. Oh, from people using Bronya. You get Hunter Atreus' hood. Activate 8 traces for a character. Enhance a relic. 4 relics to level 6. That's pretty easy. Complete Echo of War 1 time. Activate a 4-piece effect set. Okay. Hey, you two. What?
The enemy situation has changed.
I mean...
Show your courage.
Here we go. Just gonna put this right in front of my face.
I'm okay.
So the problem is gonna be we're gonna take a shit ton of damage right here, right now. Which is why we might not be able to do this.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Here to crash.
That's fine. If you retreat, you get everything you use back.
Let's go.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn up the volume.
Alright, let's try and get rid of the side content here.
My music. Conquer us all.
Naughty children, don't listen. All better now?
Ready to jam.
Well. Yep, that's about what I expected. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this when we have more, when we have our healer's ult ready right away. Oh, Bronya and her despawned. That's funny. Yeah, this is in fact just a full zone now. There's actually more to the map, it looks like. Yep. Huh. I assume we're gonna get the next equilibrium level soon. Really don't like that this enemy's gimmick is they're really weak, but they just get a free AoE hit at the start of every fight. It kind of sucks.
Make it quick.
Mustn't fall. Here comes the medicine. You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Let's just make sure you die.
To guard and defend. Crush them!
Time for the
Turn up the volume.
There we go. Oh, I would like to get more new characters properly eventually.
We shall take
It's just none of the ones I have are like better for general content than my current party is.
Show your courage.
No. I see you.
keep up. My tempo. Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
Let's go.
Oh no, not attack boost.
This battle is unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Alright. Obliterate. Obliterate this little freak.
Are made to be broken.
Smack him with the bat.
This is our chance.
How about this?
Give me your like 60 Prima Gems. What? I guess we were close enough.
The volume.
Batter up.
It's not like these really do anything.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Alright, finish that off.
Savor the vigor of it.
And done. I'll be taking that. Thank you. Oh, there's another relic thing here. Okay. There's another chest.
Ample supplies.
Ample supplies. It's really funny how many of these fights, these optional fights you encounter that just feel like, hey, did you get Japard? No? Suffer. That. Let's see if there's anything else on the way out. Yeah, whatever, none of you are real. Nope. Looks like the only other thing is that optional zone. Alright, let's head to Boulder Town then. Oh, what are we actually looking like on
There's a big crowd
works?
around the clinic. Do you think they
Oh, done. That's right, we knocked him out. At least you guys aren't on my tail anymore. That's pretty cool. This is the guy who stinks, right? That was the bit. Our friendship began from our fight. After the battle for you folks, I examined the security of the restricted zone. I think it's time to hold a massive military exercise to raise the recruits' vigilance and defensive awareness. You want me to fight all of them and try and break through? Maybe the drill mister hosts this military exercise. Please, the youngins need your guidance. Whenever you have the time, come meet me. Sorry to bother you. It's just I haven't quite got the hang of this little thing yet. Can you come down to the clinic? I have some personal things. Let me wrap up some other work, like talking to you outside the clinic. Thank you. When you're leading an organization, it's easy to forget that everyone needs someone to rely on. It's really funny
felt the effects of the battle just now?
that
Let's
half...
go ask around.
It's actually really funny that half of your options when talking to, oh, it said we had something in missions. That half your options when talking to Natasha are always like, hit on her right
Natasha,
now. Do it.
Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your
God.
faces, I assume you come bearing good news.
His inability to talk, it's so bad.
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff.
The Guardian sacrificed herself to steal the Stellaron. That's the promise. That's what we're going with.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh?
Cocolia.
That makes no sense.
Belobog, she...
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
I love how everyone is like, we saved the world.
Through patting yourself on the back?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there.
I'm just glad everything turned out all right. Oh, what about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld
Oh look,
will
it's
breathe
the Guardian's will we were talking to like
Breathe freely.
10 minutes ago.
March, Donhung, and you. Can I ask for your help again?
Yeah, go tell
I want
everyone.
To get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Gertie, Hook. The mining team probably needs it the most, frankly.
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us.
Like I know Hook is a
Everything goes
player
smoothly.
character, so you would get some actual content.
This should be Wildfire's
The mining team
final
needs
mission.
that shit for real.
Do you think the Great Mine was affected by our fighting on the... honorary member of the Mo?
What is it, Hook?
Helping Hook find the detector.
Oh, this is Hook's thing. Yeah, leave it to me.
Have you mention with Hook and Daddy's birthday is approaching. Every year at this time, we exchange... Yeah? Was Daddy's job has been more difficult since moving to Boulder Town. He gets home really late every day.
You're so considerate, Hook. Okay,
Actually,
anyway.
I still have some... Rivet Town is super dangerous that way, even if you... Then it's settled. Let's...
Okay, yeah, see you later. We'll do that later. We'll do that off screen. Alright. Off we go. Oh, you are like way over there. Hold on.
Oh, look, it's Antonia. The miners and vagrants are all in the same spot.
Everyone's
I sure hope
getting
they're not
together.
arguing again.
Here, take it.
Oh, well, we actually...
Hey, are you guys
It's you! Oh, no, you misunderstood.
It's you!
There was a huge quake at the mine. Part of it collapsed. The vagrants here hadn't stopped to help. I doubt we'd have gotten everyone out in one piece. I was just discussing how to repay them. It's a shame the mining team's hard up right now.
Hey, want to hear something really great?
To do with us?
Got my 6th hook today and was a little disappointed. Wow. I mean, I guess you've been winning right up on that at least.
With the overworld?
Are you serious? This has gotta be a dream. Good.
Today they do.
If things go back to the way they were 10 years ago, you won't have to rely on the charity of others. Thank you, outsiders, from the bottom of my heart. The mining team will remember you as heroes. Please tell Natasha that we're ready to get back to work. If the cable car station can start operating again, we'll dispatch a mining representative to negotiate with the...
I will say it's funny how oh, a new message. I'll read this in a second. The audio quality for voice acting is all over the place in this. Not just because of like people's ability to voice act, but like even like the mics and all that. There's not like a stabilized or universal constantly, like they're not booth recording. So sometimes you'll get like really high quality voice acting and then like an NPC will walk on screen and they'll be like kind of just okay or a little bad. And then sometimes you'll just get jump scared by a YouTuber. Seeing of the Stellaron is complete. The spatial distortion is dissipating. We'll get that back soon. Don't rush. Go at your own pace. The express will be here before you're ready to leave. I'm craving some juice. Make me juice. How's Drilo 6? Not great. Even though the influence of the Stellaron has basically subsided, the existing fragmentum is too deeply rooted. Eternal freeze would last a long time, enough to severely impact the ecology of the planet. The planet will not regain the vitality it once had 1,000 years ago in such a short time. Yeah, I did see her announce that she's going to be a character. As Trailblazers, our mission has already concluded successfully. The fate of this world... Oh my god, Grandpa's going again. Oh boy. The one that really got me was one of the miners when you first enter the mining town on the bridge. One of the vagrants is voiced by like Giguk. And it's really obvious. Alright. As Trailblazers, our mission has already concluded successfully. The fate of this world should be handed back to the inhabitants. Humankind has always struggled against austere conditions, and has always managed to thrive in spite of it. Now that the internal freeze is gone, the fragmentum has lost its momentum to expand. Jarlo 6 will be revitalized. Believe in the perseverance of her people. I detected a high-frequency spatial energy surge in the north of Jarilo 6. You might be interested in checking out. Don't worry, the energy is not related to Stellon. It's only an echo left behind after spatial distortions faded away. Inside the echo are perceptions of time and space that we are used to will become radically altered, to the point where it might even reconstruct certain scenes. If you're in the mood and relish to live these memorable adventures... Oh, okay, so go back there to fight bosses, huh?
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet.
Well, it will. It just might take hundreds of years.
I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's
did what we could.
Of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Echo of War. Battling formidable foes and obtain trace materials and rare crystals. Yeah. Yep. Fight major bosses. Oh my god, and you have to fight them to get trace upgrade materials. On top of that, they can also drop light cones, it looks like. Destroyer's final road. Level up material for traces. Yep. Exchange for light cones. And then they have a rare chance to drop 4-star light cones. This also tells you how many fucking 4-star light cones there are right now. There's not that many. Okay, so we have to do these later. Ah. Okay. Map. Ah.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
And your exploration will make progress. The journey will be free. She says this every time. I'm here for the plot.
Is everyone all right?
Next time we can send a group notification.
Sometimes face-to-face commute. Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of that
Go
battle
check in with
Guardian?
everyone.
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire.
Yeah, literally go check in with everyone. I will say, if I did have like one disappointment with this zone, it's the fact that they point to the furnace early as the place Farag is controlling. And then he's just at a robot settlement instead that's nowhere near the furnace. And then later on, they're like, you can go to the furnace now. And then we skip over the entire furnace and just pop back outside.
Clara.
Hey, Perkins.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked
Yeah,
up
you got beat up.
Module must have malfunctioned.
Outsiders are friends.
Let's switch to the protagonist so this doesn't get as weird. I mean, I can literally see her. Hey, Clara, and the character who should have been the playable instead.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
Nice haircut, Svarog.
Are you trying to start another fight?
Yes.
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Any other secret weapons you want to tell us about?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
What?
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you
I sure
so
hope
much.
nothing goes wrong.
I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now, Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Thank you, Iliasville.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
Mission 2, protect Clara or whatever. Oh no. Welt. Welt, no. Oh, it's not Welt. March, Donhan and Ars, are you seeing this? This android can actually send messages. So this explain. I was gonna say, it didn't really make sense that any of them had cell phones since they live in like steampunk Russia. But now it's like, whatever, fine. We've given them all cell phones. How are you feeling? She ain't got transparent stickers, laugh at her. I'm fine now. I've already given the order to the Silvermane guards to immediately lift the blockade between the overworld and the underworld. Some people in the underworld should have already received the notice. After closing for more than a decade, the cable car station should be reopening soon. If you don't mind, I would like you to come to the overworld for my secession ceremony. See you there. What a boomer.
Quick as a flash.
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it.
It's so weird that, I will say, it's so weird that March and Donheng don't follow you around on the open world map in these sections. Like, it's really weird. Put them in your pocket. Like,
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it.
No way. After all our hard work.
the smell of freedom's in the air.
I smell it. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways, but for the children who
Oh,
were born into
survivability is
this
still
era,
at the top of the list. It's
who
just
grew
not
up
going to
in
be as
this
bad.
isolation, once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember.
I think the funniest part
We should
about
welcome
the
its
Underworld plotline is that it is a recent problem. Like, everyone involved in the plot, except for, like, Hook, was alive when it happened.
If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement.
You can leave. You can talk to everyone here. They're all so excited. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to check the shop. Alright, nothing new to buy. But we have a ton of stuff, so let's get some more points in. Give me that. Fermata. Only works on characters on the path of nihility, a thing I don't think we can even get yet. It increases the break effect dealt by the wearer by 16%. Increases their damage to enemies afflicted with shock or wind shear by 16%. It also applies to Dot. The phonograph record is being played, spinning non-stop. Even the sound of all the horse shrieks cannot escape the heat wave and are dampened by its stupidity. She seems unprepared and utterly enthralled by the fascinating melodies. It started with sincerity and anticipation, followed by a passionate catharsis, with one climax after another, until the record spinning came to a final stop and those horse shrieks were no longer audible. Mission accomplished. She killed people. Oh, we don't have enough to get to the next level. I'm literally like one away from being able to do a warp, by the way. Like... Hold on, I wonder. Let's go to Herida.
It's getting late. Where to now?
$1,240. We can make it. Find Aether probably. There we go. We can do one roll on the basic banner. We're not touching the premium banner. We're saving all those. Okay. Time for nothing. Yep. Alright. Give us another Lycone, I guess. Oh, new character actually. Ting Young. I've not heard anyone talk about her. Okay, let's check this out. I've not heard a single person mention this character. I didn't actually know they were in the game. That sure is a fox girl. That is it is in fact just a fox girl. Let's level her real quick to get the... I appreciate them just having the ability to synthesize. There we go. Alright. Eight. Okay. Let's actually look at first. So what do you do? Because my serval is already at second tier on their Eidolon. Talent, Violent Sparknado. When an enemy is attacked with Tingyung, an ally with Benediction immediately deals additional lightning damage. Amidst the rejoicing clouds, regenerates 50 energy for a single ally and increase the target's damage by... So you get half your ultimate and you get increased damage. Grants a single ally with Benediction to increase their attack by 25 up to 15% of her current attack. When an ally of Benediction attacks, they deal additional lightning damage. Tingyung deals lightning damage equal to 50% of her attack. Tingyung immediately regenerates 5 energy at the start of her turn. She immediately regenerates 50 energy upon using her technique. Okay, so you spam her technique to buff the entire party, which allows her to use her ultimate, which then allows her to further buff the party. Okay, so she spams buffs effectively and lets everyone do lightning damage. I guess I'll use her when I get into fights that really want lightning damage. Nope. I will say it's a little their gacha kind of sucks for anticipation because you know like immediately. There's the actual anticipation part is, did you lose the 50% and is it a light cone? Alright, let's try and finish off Churilo 6 tonight. I don't know how much longer we got, but it's probably mostly cutscenes.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines.
Your voice is way younger than you look.
Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
Does this thing have a good safety record?
Relax.
In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever, anyway, none of them were serious. So, ready to climb aboard?
Time to take kids out for fresh air.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
This is some 30 years old energy, you're right. No more cuts. We used all of our budget for this segment on the boss. Here's a CG.
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Oh, I just noticed Clara's hood has like little cat, not even cat ears, like hamster ears or something on it, and little eyeballs.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg.
There's some, by the way, there is some real weird, like, age difference stuff going on. Like, Natasha, we don't know how old Natasha is, but she's spoken of like she's an old hat and was operating in the underworld well before stuff was locked down as a doctor. Serval was best friends with Coquelia, who is Branya's mother, who has raised her since a young age, her adopted mother. So I'm just like, and it's funny because it's like, it's really the women aren't allowed to look like they're older than their 20s syndrome really kicking off hard here, and it's impossible to tell who's what age.
But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
Was that it?
It's Japard.
That was weird.
You need us?
It was weirdly delivered.
He's still on duty.
Okay, hold on. Oleg. How have you been? Have you left yet? Staying a little while longer. Oh good, there's something I'd like your help with. I've only been acting in the overworld for a while. My seat's not even warmed up yet. Those Silverbane guards are rushing for me to be their advisor. You just finished the thing with the Stellaron, and these fools are trying to launch a counter-offensive at the Fragmanum. I think only you can claim another fight. Kinda. If you're planning to join the offense, go and look for a liaison officer named William at the Silvermane Guard Restricted Zone. Can I just say, by the way, it's really funny how you can totally tell who is playable and who is not by their icon. Oleg will never be usable.
He must have recovered quickly.
Let's go say hi.
Alright, we can finally look around down here. This is the last chest we've been looking for down here. A leather suitcase with a vintage design, with layer upon layer of dust piling up on it. Typically, seeing such luggage at the transportation station is not unusual. It can be said that this suitcase's lonely presence still falls within the realm of what is considered normal, even though it is still somewhat out of ordinary. After all, no traveler would ever throw away their prized luggage on the roadside like that. At least not for that long. If it were somehow the case, then that person who had left their stuff behind must be habitually forgetful or unbelievably rich. Moreover, this forgetful or rich traveler apparently left something quite extraordinary inside the suitcase. If you press your ears against it and listen, you hear a sound that goes like tick-tock. That's a bomb! Appears to be a mechanized device, knocking sound each second, calming soon. But wait, having this thing is probably problematic. The suspicious suitcase making ticking noises in the transportation session this busy. It's terrible. Stop right there. You know what that means, right? I'm sure you know. There's a bomb here. Hold on just a sec. It's not just the bombs that could be ticking. What about a precious gold watch? You better not start a mass panic before a conclusion is reached. Fortunately, your reckless yelling didn't cause anyone to notice us. And unfortunately, we still don't know if it's a bomb or just some kind of timepiece. Either way, we've got to open the suitcase to know what's inside. That sounds a little dishonest. In other words, to do something that goes against societal ethics would cost you a praise of high morals, not to mention the guilt you'd have to endure, the look you get from others, the warrant for your arrest by the Silvermane guards. Or you could just turn a blind eye, turn around and leave the place, pretending everything you witness has never happened. But of course, you will still have to pray that this potential bomb is not going to risk public safety. Fine. So, were you blessed with a praise of high morals? Of course I have some. What? If high morals were a real person, I'd probably be frowning. It'd probably be frowning real hard at you right now, one thing at a time. You'll have nothing to worry about when you consume a praise of high morals to open this suspicious suitcase. Final look at the source of the ticking noise in a rather empty suitcase. It was a precious golden watch. The moniker Wallace is engraved on the watch, along with the line, should this item come into your possession, kindly contact Wallace Cambridge, Limstein. Your act of kindness shall be amply recompensated. The watch seems destined to be here at this moment, as its wealthy order has made preparations for all foreseeable fates of this watch, with the possible exception that it might be mistaken for a bomb. A watch that was almost mistaken for a bomb. It is said that a person's prized accessories can reflect their taste to an extent, so I offered up 3 mansions in exchange for this watch. God, this game. All of that for a a watch hitting on the thing. Solve the crisis without avoiding ethical risks. Okay, it looks like there's no chest down here. Oh no, it is actually down here. It was behind me. Yeah.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore.
Man, Jeopard's design has so much going on.
Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment. Thanks for understanding. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on
She's
delivering
not
the speech
well.
as soon as possible. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument.
Oh, it's hitching. Game's having to load stuff in.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there.
Looks like it.
Wow! Did you see that, Clara? A super big steel monster just ran past.
I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Sparks.
Don't worry about the name.
It's a trolley.
Important thing is, and it just so happens to be the mole's next target.
Can I point out how funny it is, by the way, that our 2 flavors of child are a small person and this. We should sit down next to this NPC.
Formation!
Whoa.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price.
I was not expecting the, like, final epilogue pieces of this entire storyline to be like VN CGs plastered over the model of the map.
The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision.
Gassing her up as much as you can. Oh my god.
In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together, people of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality.
I've seen this CG everywhere. People kept posting this one.
But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them.
I don't know. You did make us like the most wanted criminals in the state.
They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world,
hey, Sele.
the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
700 years divided by 19. I guess they aren't living that long. There we go.
Bronya, we're back!
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control.
Are you fully recovered?
Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry.
That's a lie.
My mother, she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Points at the sign. Oh, I didn't even read those.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Cut to black. Yep.
Which means the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. No need for apologies. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
In that case, As a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700
I mean,
years.
there's
The
dailies I
children
gotta
of
do
your
here,
Wheel of
so
Six
there's
will
gonna
look
it's
up
gonna
to
be
the
like
sky with hope
5
in
minutes
their
maybe.
hearts. So long, my friends.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
How would you rate it?
What? That run of the mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
Would you like to fill out a survey? Wonder what the next
Equally
adventure will be like.
I'm sure. Anyway, don't worry about the future. Live in the moment. Let's go for
It sure would be funny if every single one of our trailblazing adventures resulted in us saving a planet of some kind. New feature available, Planar Ornaments. Provides the wearer with various special stats. Gains bonus buffs if the wearer has a complete... What? Oh, it's the stuff in the middle. Okay. Planar Ornaments can offer special stats. Challenge the simulated... Okay, these are simulated universe stuff. Attack 4.2, HP 2.5, Space Stealing Station 2 piece. Increases the wearer's attack by 12%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, the wearer's attack increases by an extra 12. So you would run this with Asta. Or you would put it on Sele. Start a battle, the damage dealt to all allies decreases by 8% for 5 turns. At the same time, immediately restore HP to all allies equal to 30% of respective HP. The wearer is more likely to be attacked, but damage is reduced by 16%. They restore 18% of their match HP. Or breaks an enemy, they restore HP. Okay. So this is for quick fights. This is for making yourself into a turbo tank. But also we have a taunt, so it doesn't really, we don't really need that. But it would reduce our overall damage by quite a lot. So this is for quick fights, this is for long fights. Let's just get this up to pace so that we don't ruin our stats. There we go. Okay. I appreciate changing the character's actual, like, artwork on Icon as well.
Anya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us.
She gonna be dead.
Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live? Here we are.
Really, Marge?
Everwinter monument. Oh, Payla and Hook are here too. Let's make...
I like how the photo here sucks. Like the camera is not good. Also, hello Pella, a character we have not talked to once this entire time.
Aren't you? Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Ah, Geomero!
How do I explain?
A photo? What?
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog. Wait, that's a nice picture.
Oh my god.
It's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome. You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us.
Apparently, Pella is like the only character that has defense down currently.
We got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Get us off this plane.
Is there... Didn't your parents tell you to knock before... It's you three!
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things.
Miss Serval?
Yeah, of course she's into the place where they fix tech.
Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
He's still looking for assistance.
That's not your line.
Photo. This
photo. Oh,
over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses?
They say as they will be posing completely normally.
Wow, that's pretty great.
Huh?
Don't worry. If you eat like Don...
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astro...
Huh? I understand. Well...
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big brother, March, Danhong. If you have time, please come back and visit me.
I'm like very curious as to what the direction was for her voice acting. Because it feels like something that probably works better in a different, like, it's I don't.
Time to head back to the
I think she's supposed to be like the frail and quiet type, I think is what they're going for.
We can sleep when we're back on the express.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil... Come on. Himeko and Mr. Yang. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals?
Bum bum bum.
Come around and have a look.
Okay. Nameless honor. No, I actually leveled off that. Wow, a whole 8 adventure logs. Crazy. They either make that have better rewards in it. It really ain't worth doing. I think you can get like a total of 5 tickets during the entire time period for that. Okay. Oh, this is your chance to like get in the closet again if you didn't. The sea of weariness overwhelms you. The engine of creation, Coquelia, an ethereal outer space. The gaze of the preservation. Your fragmented memory of the battle forms a blurry and surreal montage. In the midst of this frantic tapestry of events, you see the moment Coquelia perished with the Stellaron. A strange voice speaks to you in a hushed tone. But the voice passes rapidly. You try to recall what you saw in those fleeting moments, but find no trace. All of a sudden you hear it again, a female voice in your ear.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Thanks, Kafka.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, eh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected.
I wonder who he could be working for.
You liked it? Really? Told you so. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well,
God, he
bye for
hams it up
now.
all the time.
Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kuski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
What a weirdo.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Donhung.
And how was your rest? Pomhan has completed the routine pre-departure inspection, so the Nameless is ready to move on to the next world. Come back to the Express when you've tied up all the loose ends. Alright, you must have so many questions about that final battle with the Supreme Guardian of Belobog. Well, and I made some simple analysis that might help shed light on it for you. We're gonna try, because we should be pretty close to the next planet to at least get there today, and then that'll be it. I dreamed about Sampo.
Poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
I saw that. Hold on. Where was it? There. Oh. Not what I meant to do. Let's get out of here. Don't look through the grate. You can see that the world isn't loaded out there.
So this
Looking forward to getting to a new location. I do hope that at some point, because I don't know how. I know the next zone is the Chinese themed zone. I am hoping that we get some more otherworldly or high-tech locations again, because it was a little goofy going from here's your space sci-fi fantasy RPG to okay, now the most of your time in the original patch is going to be spent in steampunk Russia.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the Express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy
Oh no, their
words.
breakup arc.
Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela.
I won't leave you to— Look, Bronya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Lesbians.
Welcome home, you three.
Himeko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty.
We're finally
Mission
back.
1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you.
How would you rate my performance?
I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Out of how many?
Get some rest on the Express. Urilo 6 was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himeko and I agree.
I think this entire sequence is really funny, because if you think back to the boss, she immediately, like, destabilized the giant mecha with one shot from her cannon. So she probably could have solved the entire situation on her own.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing.
Fish lighting.
I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest. Or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee. Whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
Yeah, there he goes.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually
Find out more
open
about
up.
me on the next planet. Bye.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Let's go peek at Donheng. Oh, wrong way. That's the conductor's room. Asta's still hanging out here. He's gone. Also gone. That. Donheng has phased into the void of the universe. He no longer exists.
The Express crew tread upon the Trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you.
Whatever you want to call it.
I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
About Battle
Sure.
Cocalia.
Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective.
Oh, okay. About the Path of Preservation.
The Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take...
Oh, thanks for the help,
Don't
by the
mention
way.
it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Is a Stellaron. There's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees.
I mean, I think we can judge her pretty harshly considering 700 years worth of people managed to not give up.
Sure, ask away.
Can it go back to how it was?
To answer that, but I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Eurilo 6 prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar.
What about the Stellaron?
It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Welt and I to contain its power.
How'd you do that, though?
That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild.
Anyway,
You're
thanks.
most welcome.
Okay, well...
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics.
Why will they
I'm
all
afraid
disappear? The Fragmentum and whatever? Nope.
As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on
There's a lot of information we already had.
profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lot, the balance of power is tilting ever so. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron.
Relayed your view on the Stellaron's effects to Bronya.
Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they say this goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make.
It would have been much easier if you were here, dude.
I too wish to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge.
Sorry, but I'm a 5-star character. You have to roll me.
What's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right.
Been nice
Likewise.
chatting with you.
Get some sleep.
Oh, it's pom-pom time.
Pom-Pom, we're back! Shh! Checking star rail stability. Pom-Pom needs to focus. Good to see you too.
spatial readout back to the normal bracket. Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57%. The numbers have stabilized. Dispatch the Express. Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission.
How's the Express
Thanks to
doing?
you, the space fissure is healing up, and the Star Rail has become stable.
This may be a
enough for us
bit
to
too much
dispatch the
back-ended
Express.
dialogue, honestly.
As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked every nook and cranny and made...
I forgot to bring you a souvenir.
Don't worry about it. Eurillo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so Pom-Pom will let it slide this. But don't forget, next time.
Where's our next
The
stop?
destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned.
I need some juice for March.
Pom-Pom almost forgot. There you go. Careful not to spill it.
Thank you, conductor.
When are we leaving?
Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
In the sweltering morning sun. Items obtained. A trap with no return and wildfire. Restricted zone radio. Urgent report from the logistics team said a number of broken patrol robots from an unknown source were spotted in the restricted zone. Pose a risk to our staff members. Until the situation is resolved, non-combatants are advised not to operate alone. Should apply for an escort team if the situation demands it. Anyone who has information on the origin of these robots should report to Molly, Tier 2 Engineer of the Technological Division. Side quests. Okay. Hello?
Time we hit the road,
Hi,
passengers.
howdy.
Thanks to the 3 Trailblazers, the activity of the Fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the Star Rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the Express shortly, and will be leaving Eurillo 6. Please be...
Dijinsho Lufo, the Shackling Prison. Oh, they announced this guy like over a year ago, by the way. I recognize this guy immediately. They announced he would be playable a long time ago.
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people,
Oh no!
3 must pay a
Darn
price.
Hong's plot.
Are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
I am plagued by
What did I
nightmares.
tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We Trailblazers can go days without sleep. But when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, the conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently. Let's head over. You drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Okay. Nobody answers.
Morning. You're very punctual.
I'm reporting Don Hong
no
for...
need to worry. Don Hong's rarely late. I'm sure you must have a good reason. Don Hong's situation is special. We hope to protect him to the trailblazing of Eurillo 6 is drawn to a close.
What's the next
Not
planet
telling
like?
Yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting. The meeting will start soon.
Meeting time.
Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop.
The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail. The three of us actually pulled it off, huh? It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Your eyes are so big.
Long
Oh,
time
hey,
no
Kafka.
see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka.
Yeah, we can tell.
I came at a good time. You're all here.
We're not actually.
Every single one.
Nope.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little
She was a
get-together,
character
but
available in the
once you've
beta
had my
build.
request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult.
Well, she
Don't
comes
you
out of
think?
the One Piece dimension.
The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
The way she delivers some
You're in
lines
the
are
wrong
so
place,
funny.
Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
No.
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Lan's pretty cool. It's a giant space centaur.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst. Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron Hunter is innocent,
Maybe we could sell our friendship. Is there anything in this for us? Like, at all? Like...
No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later,
The plot is
the Star
we are
Rail
being
here will
derailed
be
from the
more
plot to go to
blocked off than it
space
was
China.
before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron... Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers. You benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
I'll see you in a couple of patches. Goodbye.
March, get Don Hung.
Go get Don Hung. Clipping right through the door.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Why would I not come?
I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
It isn't gonna matter because Don Hung's gonna send us there anyway.
Seems like the longer I spend in... March told me.
I can't go there. So you and the Lofu have
Forbidden from setting
history?
foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold.
It's way too much of a coincidence. Oh, I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up?
A man should keep his past a secret.
Taking things seriously all of a sudden? Oh yeah, I just spoke to Don Hung. Here's the deal. We've all...
Doesn't Himiko just have to
She'll
say?
hold a democratic vote. One for you, one for me, one for Don Hung. 3 altogether.
But it's the next zone of the game. I want to go to it. Also, I don't think Kafka's gonna give us a choice.
Are you okay, Don Hung? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lafu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lafu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. 3, 2, 1.
Even March did it.
4 against 1. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
March. Didn't you say you were gonna go against it?
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it
I
turns
was
out
gonna
that
say.
woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
How suddenly principled of you.
All right, all right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Don Hung, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the 2 of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou.
Grandpa's here.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4.
Here we go again.
3, 2, 1.
What does it look like? Huh.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but...
You okay there? What's with all the
I've
lonely
been banished from the
nostalgia
planet.
vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawfu Skyport. Starskip. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Oh, that's not good.
Please wait transfer.
Automatic customer service machine.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
True. What?
Let's
That
not
was
let our
weirdly delayed.
imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from a...
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
That's not suspicious at all.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me.
Let's
Make sure
fucking
you're
go,
properly prepared
gamers.
before you set off.
Alright, get me on the planet. I'm tired.
Before we set off, I
Took
need
way
to
longer than I thought it
clarify
would.
the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and
The Stellaron.
precisely, the Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist. Always keep that in mind. And don't forget the...
Yeah!
Okay.
Let's go.
Look. It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests. It's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps.
Did someone open the gate for us still?
Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
You're pretty decisive.
That's Mr. Yang. This is child's play for him. He's dealt with all kinds of dangers before.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Oh. Windswept Wanderlust amidst the Mara struck. Oh no. That's not a good sign. This is a very different location. Oh, cool. Oh, we just get a shield by using that. Okay. I want to see more of it because so far it has the same kind of vibe we already had with the first zone, which is like a little Overwatchy in design aesthetic. But with that aside, that's gonna be it for tonight. It says been a lot. Also, it's gonna break as soon as I do that. Okay. Oh man, that took a lot longer to get off the planet than I thought. If I had known it was going to take that long, probably would have ended earlier. Anyway, thanks for coming out, everyone. Thanks for the good night. We'll be doing more of this in the future. Intermediary check-ins, pretty much. But we'll be starting up on, the plan is at least, to be starting Devil May Cry 1 back up next week. With that in mind, have a good night. Take care. We need to go do some stuff. It's after midnight. Went way longer than anticipated. Okay. See you around.